And we are live, and I am so excited to introduce to you folks Matt Allen, the miracle maker, founder of Kudos. And yeah, that man is a handful, right? In all the best ways to use that term. So, in a nutshell, I met Matt thanks to Zion Inogero once again, and the wonderful Lydia Lowry Bustler. We love you, Lydia, so much.
Mhm.
And Matt, so before I start to explain a little bit who you are, where you're coming from, and why I'm fascinated by what you stand for, and basically why are you on this show at all. Would you like to say a few words to our audience today?
Sure. For a long time, I spent a long time in bed. I spent nearly 5 or 6 years in a very bad situation. I was barely able to make any miracle happen. And the first miracle that I made happen was to be able to get out of bed and walk to the door, to walk to the toilet, to be able to use the toilet. That's a miracle that's so important to some people. And yet it seems like the smallest thing to other people. The thing is this, if I'm doing all of this, and trust me, it's a lot bigger than what I'm explaining here today. If I'm doing all of this, and I'm literally the stupidest guy alive, I have very little brain power. If I'm capable of this, and I have a team that wants to help me do this, and I talk to investors and people like that who want it to happen too, if this is a success, just think what everybody else who is in their beds and unable to deliver on their promise of their solution that is their miracle themselves, what a different world that would be. That would be success if we could get everybody to cumulatively unite and bring about real miracles in the world, real change that makes the future just better, I think.
I really love your take on success.
This revolves back to what you said in earlier and what you're hoping to do with people next week with your events, and you're helping people, solopreneurs, in the sense of what you're aiming to do. It very much encompasses envisaging yourself as your initial best friend. I think that's so important, is that not only do we need to feel words from other people, and you notice that I say feel words, not hear them, because we feel words. We get told this saying of sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And yet that is so far from the truth. So far from the truth. So number one is that very soon we will be launching our newly revamped website, which will have a whole new look and a whole new feel to it, and many insights, especially videos and things like that, for people to learn a bit more about some of the globes behind me and the team and various things. So there's that. And then secondly is that the smile is one thing, and smiles are important, most definitely. But I want to reassure people that we are in a changing world, and there are two options in this changing world. Either we let them make the change that they want, and it is not the change that we want, or we get on board with something and it doesn't have to be my thing. I'm happy to work with other things instead. My thing works, but we need to get on board with a thing that will change our world to benefit us all, because the options otherwise are that we will lose all benefit within us. We will lose our freedoms. We will lose our very souls to the way that the world is going. And that is clearly evident to everybody out there, because we all see the problems that exist in our lives, and that those are getting worse and worse and worse. And the legislations and things like that that are set out in different countries are set to capture us, so that then we cannot even have a rightful vote on what we feel about those things that are happening. So if you want to make change, if you want to support something, support me or find something else and support them. And if you find something else, let me know, because then I'll support them as well. That's all.
I love that. It's yeah. See, once again, you're doing it. Yeah, that's wonderful. Your call to actually invite you to support others as well. It's very powerful. So another reason to support you, and please tag me whenever you release the info.
We're going to change the world by taking people's data, their uniqueness, the way that we use things on the internet, the clicks that we make on Amazon or Google, the things that we search for, the things that we love, the things that we hate, the things that we use in our day-to-day lives. By using the data about those things, our data on platform, whether it be Kudos or something else, like I said, that is a miracle in itself, because that will change the world. Except that miracle with Kudos is brought about by the people who use that platform, and in far more many ways than what is obvious or transparent at the very beginning. I have various solutions to various problems, and they all revolve around the miracles that is people and the solution that we can provide through people. So just keep hope, keep faith, keep believing in doing something different. And like I said before, take action on that belief. Take a small step towards the bathroom. You'll be amazed at how much more there is possible beyond that small miracle. What miracles lie in front of us. And once that we realize that we can help people make lots of miracles in this world, it's going to be a very different world, one that we actually all want to live in and have children into. And incidentally, start having more kids, because we need to fill that world with more kids.
Wow, I can't beat that. So
it's called a social benefit network. And the advertising platform is just one aspect of social benefit networks, which is basically a new way of doing business. I say new way, but really it's an old way, which is that people come first, people matter, customers, staff, and the people at the top of these big businesses, they come last, and they get what they deserve, which is profit at the end of the day once the product is sold by their staff to a customer. That's the way that should work. It's not the way that it does work currently.
Matt, you're a wonderful guest. You're amazing. I love so much what you do. And yeah, actually, so just follow Matt, connect with him. He's amazing. Like, can you see his smile? Like, come on,